No matter how cold it has been or how much snow we've had, there's always a few ducks and geese that endure our winter weather here in North Dakota. And joining us with the details as to why that is, we have biologist Doug Lear with the North Dakota Game and Fish Department to talk a little bit about. I would think everyone would want to escape, including the birds.
And it is almost kind of like, ironically, like, okay, they're sticking around. They could fly south.
Yes.
Why are they doing that? And this midwinter waterfowl survey actually takes place in the early part of January. And it's not just a North Dakota thing to go, wow, these birds are sticking around. It's a nationwide survey that's been done for a long time. And most of the time we see the birds along open waters of the Missouri River, but really in our backyard, we find birds on the open waters of the Red River in downtown Fargo and up in Grand Forks that not every single duck and goose that can leave the state does. So it's kind of an eye-opener when you actually hear and see some of the numbers of birds that do stick around, Lisa.
Why do they stick around? Do we know that?
If they have open water and they have a food source, they typically do stick around. Not all of them. So they don't all leave, they don't all stay, but what biologists do is they're able to assess through different migration patterns, through different winter factors, the number of birds that stick around. And what we've seen this year is that there were fewer birds this year compared to last year, but then over the 10-year average, the numbers are a little bit higher. So it's kind of, from a biologist's point of view, it's kind of interesting, and from you and I that just live here go, wow, that is kind of phenomenal. That many birds stick around through this cold, cold weather. Okay, so you do it in January. Like, what areas are you focused on in this neck of the woods? Right, and we do the entire state in targeted areas where there may be open water. And as you can see and have heard, is that a lot of the birds are focused on the Missouri River. There's some other spots, but the Missouri River with open water is where the highest concentration of birds are. But we've had birds in North Fargo in these cold, cold weather that we've had. We see in this graphic there were some of the numbers. What are we talking about for numbers? It's a lot more than I would have thought. Right. Indeed, it's almost 90,000 geese that have stuck around, you know, in this time of year. The 10-year average is 87,800 and almost 100,000 geese this year, 135,000 last year, Lisa. It's incredible. I always like to see the numbers, and you think you're seeing a lot of birds, and you really are. We're all in it together. I love it. Thank you, Doug. Thanks for coming in.